Hi guys, my name was Raw, and I was a multimedia intern in the year 2025. I think I had the greatest experience an intern could have ever had. I think the people in the office, number one, were the best, our officers, and the other interns as well. We had an amazing time. And not only was like everyone nice and welcoming and willing to like teach you different things, but we learned so much, being thrown into different scenarios, different kind of events, live events, staged events, different kind of events. You get to put your skills at test. So we're able to like learn different things, camera operation, photography, sound. So it was really a good experience. We got to learn, I got to grow as a person in my career, in my skill set. I think especially as a female in this industry, it's always important to have a greater skill set than, everybody else, because people low-key undermine you. But I had a great experience in multimedia, and I wish there were more opportunities like this for other people, for other students, even people without, I guess, a degree. But it's just a space for you to grow, to explore, to learn. So yeah, shout out to multimedia, guys.
So I would start off with being very grateful of the opportunity we got at Multimedia, DUT Multimedia. It was a wonderful experience, exceptional. I learned a lot over there. The managing staff is wonderful. I don't want to lie, they taught us a lot of things. They ensured that they teach us a lot of things. Very patient with us, knowing that we were students. They were very kind, very understanding, and very polite when it comes to saying anything to us. And talking about the Panavision was wonderful. Panavision Johannesburg was wonderful. The staff was also great over there. I would mention a few things. The managing staff over there was also very kind towards us. We learned a very lot of stuff there. It was very helpful, especially when it comes to the cinema part of videography. We learned a lot over there, and I think that's it. Very grateful.
I now invite the congregation to stand as the academic procession enters the hall. Ngiyacela ke sisukumeni sonke sime ngeenyawo.
By virtue of the authority vested in me, I now constitute this congregation of the Durban University of Technology for the purpose of conferring degrees and awarding diplomas. The congregation is invited to be seated.
Sanbonan. Molweni. Dumelang. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 2026 autumn graduation ceremony of the Durban University of Technology, DUT. My name is Upumzile Xulu. I am the engagement practitioner at DUT. It is my immense honor to serve you as your program director at this auspicious graduation ceremony. I would like to start by acknowledging and welcoming our Vice Chancellor and Principal Professor Tandwa Mthembu in his absentia. Also the Deputy Vice Chancellor for Research, Innovation and Engagement, Professor Namabola, who is presiding over this ceremony. Also acknowledging the Interim Deputy Vice Chancellor for Peoples and Operations, Dr. Mohale, and in his absentia, the Deputy Vice Chancellor for Teaching and Learning, Professor Gumede, the Chairperson of Council, the members of the DUT Council, the members of the Executive and Senior Management Team, members of faculty and colleagues from the Administration and Support Services Unit, leaders from the Institutional Forum, unions, members of the DUT alumni, President of the SRC, members of the SRC and the DUT Student Parliament, members of the media, all protocol observed. A special welcome to our graduands, their parents and guardians, family and friends, supporters and funders, and welcome to you, our honored guests, those assembled in the hall this evening, and those watching this ceremony via the online live stream. On behalf of the entire university community, we are excited to be with you today as we celebrate excellence and applaud our adaptive graduates for their academic achievement. Ladies and gentlemen, DUT Envision 2030 is the name of our strategy, which was launched by our Vice Chancellor and Principal back in 2020. It is continuing to have a meaningful impact on our university. We are very grateful and extremely proud of our students and staff who consistently live the values and principles as enshrined in the Envision 2030 strategy. In the recent State of University address delivered by the Vice Chancellor and Principal, Professor Mthembu, he said that our ambition is clear. It is to build a university where creativity is not exceptional but expected, where innovation is not occasional but continuous, and where our collective efforts translate into meaningful impact for society. This supports our philosophy of education at DUT that states that our creativity and innovation shapes adaptive graduates who transform society. We are thrilled this evening to introduce to you to some of our adaptive graduates who will go on to make positive difference to our community, our country, and continent. Ladies and gentlemen, a total of 7,993 adaptive graduates will walk the red carpet as we host 32 graduation ceremonies over 12 days. We started about 2 weeks ago in Pietermaritzburg, and then from last week, we were here in Durban. I want you to listen to this very carefully. This year, 32% of our adaptive graduates at DUT are women. Yeah, that deserves a round of applause, right? Yes. This means that at DUT, girl power is alive and well. Congratulations, ladies. Let's keep rising. Amandla to Imbogoto. Amandla. Thank you very much. Those who graduate today will now be members of the DUT alumni, and I hope that you will become active members of the convocation and that you will engage with our team from the Advancement and Alumni Relations Unit. In a short while, I'll be inviting all our graduands on stage, but first, it is my honor to introduce to you our award-winning DUT chorale, who will help us set the scene, get us into the space before we invite everyone that is graduating on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, on your left and on my right, standing on the rafters, the award-winning DUT chorale. Let's give them a round of applause.
Bayale, 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 bayale,
Ladies and gentlemen, that was our award-winning DUT chorale. Another big round of applause. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, announcement. If you feel unwell at any stage during the ceremony, please alert one of our ushers or member of the security team, and we will get you medical assistance. We have paramedics on standby should the need arise. I would like to urge all our adaptive graduates and guests to please stay for the entire duration of this evening's graduation ceremony. Now, I know that the DUT chorale has rallied everybody, but I just want to say this special note to those graduating this evening. We realize that this is an exciting time, it's an exciting day. We are here to celebrate your moment, but we ask that to help maintain the dignity and the decorum of our graduation ceremonies. After all, this is not a graduation party, but a graduation ceremony. So we need to respect the ceremony. We are asking you to please resist the temptation to perform on stage. We need to be respectful for our graduates who are here on the podium, who also want to hear their name being called loud and clear, so that their families who are here, their loved ones who are here at the hall, and those that are watching online can also have a benefit to hear their name, their family name being called, and seeing their loved ones on stage. So we ask that you please be respectful. There will be enough opportunity for you to celebrate after the ceremony. And we know that DUT adaptive graduates know how to party and celebrate. We have seen some amazing photographs from all the ceremonies that we have had in the past 2 weeks. So if you are posting your pictures on social media, there's 3 things I want you to remember. The first one is please be responsible. And secondly, remember, whatever you post online lasts forever, even if you delete it. And third, please hashtag us on DUT Grad 26 so we'll get to share and celebrate your joy and academic achievement. Now I'm going to be asking to please line up on your left to come to the stage as I call upon the Interim Executive Dean for the Faculty of Management Sciences, Professor Swanepoel, to commence with the rest of the graduation ceremony.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, I have the opportunity to request to you to confer degrees and award diplomas on the Grandi and the Diplomandi from the Faculty of Management Science, who will be presented to you, and in absentia, those whose names appear on the program.
By virtue of the authority vested in me, I confer degrees and award diplomas.
The degree of Doctor in Philosophy in Management Science, specializing in Human Resource Management. Title of the thesis, motivational strategies for improvement performance of multi-generational non-academic staff at a selected state university in Zimbabwe, with Supervisor Dr. Rajalal, Co-Supervisor Dr. Chambita. I call upon the Supervisor to read the summary.
Universities in Zimbabwe are facing challenges related to enrollment, service delivery, and declining revenues. These challenges have partly been attributed to low levels of motivation among non-academic staff. Despite this, there is a lack of frameworks for motivating multi-generational non-academic staff in universities. The study aimed to investigate motivational strategies of multi-generational non-academic staff performance. It developed a framework for motivation and performance among the multi-generational non-academic staff using the Zimbabwe Open University as a case study. A survey design was used in which a sample of 216 multi-generational non-academic staff members from Zimbabwe Open University using close-ended questionnaires. Data was analyzed using SPSS version 30 for Windows. The findings revealed that Generation X employees were mainly motivated by extrinsic factors. In contrast, Generation Z employees were primarily motivated by intrinsic factors, while Generation Y employees were motivated by both extrinsic and intrinsic factors. The study implies that universities should adopt differential motivational strategies for different generational cohorts. Specifically, universities should provide extrinsic motivators for Generation X, intrinsic motivators for Generation Z, and a combination of both intrinsic and extrinsic motivators for Generation Y.
If you take that one. Deputy Vice Chancellor, for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Management Science, specializing in human resource management, I present to you Mushuwe Rigas Machel.
By virtue of the authority vested in me, I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Management Sciences, specializing in human resource management, on Regis Muchowe. Well done, sir.
Thank you. The degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Management Science, specializing in human resource management. Title of the thesis, a framework for the training needs of writing center staff, supporting the development of postgraduate students at selected UOTs in KwaZulu-Natal. Supervisor, Dr. Govender, Co-Supervisor, Professor Lawrence. I call upon the Supervisor to read the summary.
This study explored the training requirements of writing center staff who assist postgraduate students at 2 universities of technology in KwaZulu-Natal, South Africa, utilizing various theories, including human capital, behaviorist, cognitivist, constructivist, social learning, and humanistic approaches. The research aimed to establish a context-specific framework for tutoring that enhances academic writing support. A mixed methods design was used. Qualitative data came from semi-structured interviews with 6 writing center practitioners and 10 postgraduate students, as well as focus group discussions with tutors. Quantitative data was collected through a structured closed-ended questionnaire completed by 336 postgraduate students. The qualitative analysis employed thematic content analysis with in vivo version 15, whereas quantitative data was analyzed for frequencies and correlations using SPSS version 28. Findings indicated that while writing center staff are generally perceived as competent, there is a significant need for continuous training and professional development. Current tutor training appears to inadequately address postgrad requirements, relying mainly on initial training and peer learning through role play and reflective exercises. Based on these findings, a conceptual training framework was proposed, integrating foundational pedagogical theories, discipline-specific genre conventions, scaffolding, reflective practice feedback strategies, and ongoing mentorship through communities of practice. The study highlights the transformative effect of well-trained tutors in enhancing postgraduate writing support and contributing to the broader higher education goals. The insights and recommendations derived from this research provide a vital resource for fostering academic support excellence and empowering postgrad students to maximize their potential.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, for the degree of Doctor in Philosophy in Management Science, specializing in human resource management, I present to you Mutswagwigwa Patience.
You look at me for the camera. By virtue of the authority vested in me, I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Management Sciences, specializing in human resource management, to patient Mutswai Rigwa. Well done, thank you.
For the degree of Master in Management Science in Human Resources, Supervisor Dr. Rajalal, Deputy Vice-Chancellor, for the degree of Masters of Management Science in Human Resources, I present to you Koza Ntubeku Chijigugu. Oh, I didn't read the title. Oh, sorry. I'm trying to remember your name. Sorry. The title of the dissertation, The Influence of Job Designation Design on Employee Job Satisfaction at Transnet Port Terminals. You must with your pen. You must pinch me with your pen. I now call upon the HOD to take over the announcing of the names of the diplomandi as per the program. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Deputy Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you the postgraduate diploma graduates whose names appear on the program. Gabela Esetu. Kuala Palesa. Mataba Protas Tula. Mahaye Tobelani Nhlonipho. Masinga Thokozani Thabani. Mbambo Siphesihle. Mnikathi Xolisile. Mpungose Zakiti Zandile Innocentia. Mthembu Mbalenhle Portia. Ngobela Emihle. Ndlovu Thabile. Ngobo Nompilo Pamela. Ngumalo Siphelele Vincent. Sangweni Zanele. Sikhakhane ziningi. Congratulations. Deputy Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you the advanced diploma graduates whose names appear on the program. Bengu Hlengiwe Anele. Bonomali Hassan. Buthelezi Pumla. Philiza Nasipi Zama. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Siyabonga. Dlamini Thembele Nkosini Lungisani. All right, thank you. Elias Tumelo. Kele Nqobile. Congratulations. Koke Ayanda. Congratulations. Gumede Asanda Londiwe. Kwala Sfiso Simpiwe. Thank you. Hlatshwayo Nozipho Zanele. Thank you. Thank you. Siyabonga. Hlekwayo mfana futhi gcina. Hlongwane Noluthando Charlotte. Siyabonga. Thank you. Hlongwane Sinqobile Nokwanda. Khumalo Nolwazi Portia. Thank you. Mantengu Ntokozo Thembisa. Makhashu Sinalo. Congratulations. Masango Lucy Kateko. Mataba Naledi. Congratulations. Mbele Tobile. Mdlangati Sinezifiso Brightness. Mdunge Ntombenhle Princess. Congratulations. Mkhwanazi Nomvuselelo. Congratulations. Mthethwa Fanele Asanda. Congratulations. Mthethwa Nozipho Samkelisiwe. Naika Angelique cum laude. Ngwane Tabiso Malwande. Thank you. Thank you. Ndlovu Nomfundo Pride. Ngobo Slindile Princess cum laude Dean's Merit Award for Academic Excellence. Ngubane Nosipho Primrose. Congratulations. Ngele Philisiwe Happy. Shabangu Gugu. Shabangu Gugu Precious. Shazi Pindile. Shelembe Pindile. Shozi Nqobile Bongumusa. Sibiya Nonhlanhla. Thusi Fisiwe Ulu, Thando Lwethu. Zinqube Sithembile. Zondo Smiso Evidence.
Deputy Vice Chancellor, I present to you for the Diploma in Management Sciences in Human Resource Management, Crisel Alexander, cum laude, and the Dean's Merit Award. Amahle Bengu. Sizo Amahle Bengu. Muriel Londani Bopela. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Amanda Ngobile Trebokulu. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Sinikeziwe Kele. Zimiso Charity Kele. Ayanda Tili. Luyanda Sfundo Dlamini. Mpo Etel Diao. Luyanda Nonjabulo Dimba. Amanda Nosipo Dladla. Nosipo Atalia Dladla. Sibanisezwe Dladla. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Wandile Dladla. Asanda Primrose Dlamini. Nolwazi Dlamini. Nomkosi Funani Dlamini. Promise Mangele Dlamini. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Bongega Nokwanda Gazu. Skumbuzo Mlungisi Gubese. Gumede Lindo Gutle. Nokwanda Busisiwe Hlachwayo. Flongwa Fezile. Mbalentle Engel Flongwa. Olwami Hlongwane. Mesuli Lucia Jali. Zotando La Lucia Kulu. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Mandisa Kumalo. Nokulunga Zamatungwa Pearl Kumalo. Look at the camera. Simpiwe Senzelwe Kumalo. Wandile Amanda Kamalo. Innocent Tabang Lepacheng. Luandile Ludidi. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Tutugo Mbuso Lutuli. Bandile Bangalihle Mabaso. Zianda Mabaso. Nontando Madlala. Sisanda Minentle Madondo. Talentle Buhle Mahai. Nondumiso Slindile Mahlangu. Karabos Netemba Majola. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Lindo Gutle Angel Makatini. Wakile Sifiso Setu Mamba. Ogutle Manchula. Makete Mashale. Luazi Masimula. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Thank you. Luyanda Innocentia Masina. Nontlantla Beloved Masinga. Marlon Elijah Matthews, cum laude. Kanisani Matluana. Mpendulo Mavundla. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Sikolile May. Olwetu Anele Mbili. Pazini Mbata. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Sibonga konke nokwazi mkunu. Mkebakazi Ndingwa. Yolisa Sfundo Mdlaloze. Mayenziwe Ntando Mdluli. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Mkobi Mdluli. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Mandisa Mbali Mgube. Mkhululeko Nkosikona Mhlanga. Thank you. Sanelisiwe Gladness Mjoka. Yamkela Mkane. Asanda Mkize. Asanda Mkize. Sifundo Mkize. Spepelo Mzvugile Mkize. Jongikaya Sakamzi Mkizwana. Kwanele Mbalentle Mlambo. Dumsile Tobile Mlochwa. Luyanda Precious Ndaweni. Luyanda Mgomezulu, Tebelo Mofokeng, Palesa Awande Mofokeng, Yolisha Mudli, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Offense Theo Morabe. Leah Motala. Nomkebo Nontobego Mtembu. Sandile Fanele Mtembu. Sanele Stembiso Mtembu. Tabiso Sponiso Mtiane. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Lwazi Paul Mchali. Zama Spindile Mchali. Zintle Mvovo. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Lungelo Fizeka Mieza. Asipile Amatle Nala. Bongamandla Andile Ndaba. Mangoba Gerald Nganyana. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Mondli Advocate Ndlela. Apelele Ndlovu. Nolutando Ndlovu. Nomfundo Nobutle Ndlovu. Sinalenjabulo Joy Elizabeth Ndlovu. Tembega Ndlovu. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Nelisi Nene. Pumzile Bayanda Nene. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Lindo Gutle Silulego Nkamu. Lungisani Nduduzo Ngobo. Tembisa Nkungama. Kolelwa Standiwe Ngobese. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Amatle Michelle Ngubane. Kebo Snentlantla Ngubane. Sibusiso Emmanuel Tlumayo. Pumelelo Jaya. Delisile Happiness Nkomo. Samkelesiwe Nkongwana. Pagiso Nkosinati Nkosi. Notando Nkwanyana. Londega Ntentle Nsele. Lumka Ntobela. Kuliliwe Fisani Ntombela. Snotando Ntombela. Sabatile Pangasile Nchakala. Kululiwe Ntuli. Mpumelelo Ntuli. Vuyiswa Ngumalo. Akona Nzimande. Siviwe Nzimande. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Bongiwe Zama Nzuza. Tlotliso Letswana Setutunze. Levashria Suraj. Naledi Shabane. Tapelo Stephen Shedile. Luciwe Fezega Shelembe. Lindoguhle Clinton Shinga. Well done. Kwezi Lalawazi Shoba. Ngobile Amanda Shosha. Bongiswa Charity Shozi. Nontlantla Kwezi Sibisi. Sanelisiwe Sibisi. Luyanda Sibia. Nombuso Bongitemba Sibia. Sikakane Amatle. Letukutula Lusanda Sitole. Amkele Kubeko Sotsaka. Sibongwa Kutle Nelson Talatala. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Kaniso Tembe. Pilangenkos Luka Tembe. Nonsikelelo Tabede. Michaela Caitlin Thomas. Chantal Shawnleen Goodenese Trump. Lindelwa Charity Chezi. Andiswa Vezi. Sabelo Knowledge Kaba. Akile Eric Kulu. Kamisa Yalo. Andiswa Minentle Zikode. Sibusiso Letogutle Zikubu. Asande Okutle Zulu. Asipile Angel Zulu cum laude. Zehlise Zulu. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We're almost done. Zintle Hope Zulu. Notando Zuma. Asanda Anita Zungu. Asanda Zungu. Luyanda Sengibiwe Zungu. Andile Kwanele Zwane. Thank you. Tabile Lerato Zwane.
Wow. Deputy Vice Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause for the graduating class of 2025. Yes. Wonderful. Let me start by thanking all the adaptive graduates that heard my call of resisting performing on stage. You did try your best in maintaining the dignity and the decorum of the ceremony. Those who did not, they'll be hearing from me very, very soon. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, before we continue and we get to the close, to all our adaptive graduates, I know that you've worked very hard to achieve the academic excellence that you attained this evening. You now have a privilege to wear your mortarboards. Yes. I know, ladies, you spend a lot of your money on your hair. We see your weaves, extensions in blonde, but please put on your mortarboards. You are adaptive graduates now. You must look the part. Yes, fantastic. Okay, adaptive graduates, we also know that this has been a long journey, right? Of struggle and sacrifice, right? We know the amount of time and energy that you have invested in your studies. Remember those early mornings? Yeah, the late nights, that's right. Remember those challenges we had with load shedding? Remember those Saturday nights over the weekend when your friends are calling you to a party? And you said what? No. You were looking at your books. You don't party. There has been many times, perhaps, adaptive graduates where you have felt alone in this journey. But you know what? You were never alone. Bathi ngesizulu, umuntu ungumuntu ngabantu. A person is a person because of people. And you had your people with you. Perhaps not physically, but some looking down from heaven. And now, adaptive graduates, is your chance to stand up and thank all those that are here with you this evening. So I would like you to please stand and look on your right and wave to all your family and friends that are here with you this evening. Thank them. Beautiful. And now I would like you to turn to the front and thank all the faculty staff that are here by waving at them and thank them for supporting you. Wonderful. Yes. Okay, thank you so much. Before you sit, though, let's do that one last celebration. I know I asked you to put on your mortarboard, but on the count of 3, I'm going to ask you to take them off and wave them very proudly in the air. In 3, 2, 1, Vice Chancellor, I present to you the DUT graduation class of 2025. Beautiful, wonderful. Thank you so much. You may take your seats. Graduates, the university hopes that you will be as vibrant as you are this evening and that you will be critical participants in our democracy. We also hope that you will engage actively as robust entrepreneurs in the economy. We hope that you will display leadership and activism in the communities in which you are embedded and that you give maximally of yourselves to them. We hope that you will return to the university to take up further studies. South Africa needs more highly trained and skilled people like you. So to you all, this is not a goodbye. At this point, I would like to call upon the Interim Executive Dean of the Faculty of Management Sciences, Professor Sonnepoel, to share a congratulatory message and closing remarks, and may we give him a round of applause as he takes the podium.
Vice-Chancellor, Prof. Ntembu in absentia. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Research, Innovation and Engagement. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, People and Operations. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Teaching and Learning in absentia. Registrar, members of council, executives, faculty, staff, the registry, all administrative personnel that make this day possible. Parents, guardians, sponsors, spouses, shall I say, if it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't have had the vibrant, adaptive students that we had tonight. I was sitting and I was thinking about what does adaptive graduates mean within the Department of Human Resource Management. And I had to say, and I think, after a few minutes, I realized you guys are innovative because you took that class where you did performance management to a new level. So what I want to say is, in this technology age that we are living in, you are in a very fortunate position because you get to manage people as human resource managers, but you will also have to manage robots. Remember when you started, some of you in 2024, it was an interesting time. In that time, there were no ChatGPT in 2023. Only in 2024, ChatGPT came out, and you never use it, huh? Yeah. Okay, So, what I want to tell you is the world is changing. At the front of your program, you don't throw away this program. You keep it. Because it's a reminder of who you are. But in the front of that program, on the front page, look at it. It says, the journey continues. Ne? So, one of these days, we'll be seeing you all wearing red gowns. You'll be coming back. Yes. For PhDs. Yes. Okay. Because you are adaptive graduates. Okay, from the DUT. You've got the innovation. You've got the resilience. But remember, in this changing world, we will be working not just with humans anymore. In the 5IR era, we'll be working with machines and humans. So what you guys have to do is, you must be able to manage that relationship. I'm going to tell you a story. In 2025, there was a race, 100-meter race. 100 meter is not far, right? Robots entered the race. The robots couldn't complete 100 meters. They were falling, they're breaking down. There was only one robot that completed that race. It was the Tesla robot. But that one, if it was a human race, he would have been disqualified because he crossed lanes. But because he was the only one that did the 100 meters, the organizer said, okay, we declare that the robot, the Tesla robot, as the winner. So now, in 2026, there was yet another race. And that race was robots against humans. So the humans 100 meter, they can't even make it. So that race was it was a half marathon, 21 kilometers. So human against robot. So what happened? By the time that the first robot finished the finishing line, the humans were still only halfway through the race, 12 kilometers in. So look at the challenge that you have as diplomandi and graduates from human resource management. We'll be operating in a different era. In an era where we have disruptive technology, and you have to dig deep and take what you've learned at the DUT to a new level. So I wish you well in this journey, and all of us here on the stage will be watching you, because we say we've got adaptive graduates. That will change the community. We want to see the impact. We want to see the impact and the change that you're going to make in your community, in KwaZulu-Natal, as well as in South Africa. The richest man currently is a South African, Elon Musk. So if Elon Musk can do it, you guys can do it also. You've got the unfair advantage. You study at the DUT. So well done.
Thank you, Professor Swanepoel, for that inspiring message. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give Prof. Swanepoel another round of applause. Thank you. A reminder to our graduates, the Center for Quality Promotion and Assurance is conducting a survey for all graduates. You will receive a link via SMS. Please click on the link, and we thank you in advance for participating in that survey. Ladies and gentlemen, as we now draw towards the close of the ceremony, I will be asking you to stand for the singing of the national anthem. As a mark of respect, I would ask the gentlemen to please remove your headgear, not the ladies, just the gentlemen. And as sign of protocol also is that when we're singing the national anthem, we stand in attention with our arms on the side, and there's no clapping at the end of the singing of the national anthem. At the end of the national anthem, the Deputy Vice-Chancellor for Research, Innovation and Engagement, Professor Nemabola, will dissolve the congregation. I request the congregation to remain standing until the academic procession has left the hall. With that, dear graduates, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of DUT family, I wish you eternal success and good fortune in all your endeavors. Our former president, the late Nelson Mandela, once said, "It is in your hands to make a better world for all those who live in it." I then invite our recently graduated PhD to join the academic procession as part of the academy and help us exit the auditorium. Thereafter, I would invite everyone to exit in a safe and calm, peaceful manner. As the celebrations continue, please tag us, #DUT Grad 26. I must also know that since the start of the graduation, we've been watching graduands doing this. And we thought it was a very interesting sign language up until we realized what it meant. So, for those who know, you know. Yes. Well done, well done. May you all have a pleasant evening as you continue the celebrations. Please be safe and responsible. And congratulations again to all our adaptive graduates as we all stand to join in the singing of the national anthem of the Republic of South Africa, led by our DUT chorale. I thank you all. Good evening. Hambani kahle.
By virtue of the authority vested in me, I now dissolve this congregation of the Durban University of Technology.
Mahitu yanibi subaba we Shumire minyama Shaya mahiti shaya Baba we.